We are tWoTcast, episode 405.
So dumb.
No, he does not. No. Okay.
All right, everyone, shut the f*** up. Let's ready to record.
We like to start every show by yelling, "We are tWoTcast." Can you do that with me? On the count of 1, 2, 3, go. We are tWoTcast. Now we can start.
The Wheel of Time Reread Podcast. Explicit in R. Freaking rated. Jono's the wild card. Always talking shit. Joe's the straight man. He's a total dick. Tom is still obsessed with X-Men.
Previously on X-Men.
We are
Good.
Oh,
Very
hey.
good. Yeah. And we can't all just have chairs that circle round and round.
I need a beer.
Fair enough. All right. We are tWoTcast. Wheel of Time Reread Podcast. You are watching, listening to us. I'm Jono. With me is, we're going to start with Tom because he's not on mute. Tom!
Study your math?
Joe!
It's really weird you did that out of order. It threw me off completely. Oh, hey, Jono, I'm here. I'm Joe. Hi.
Hi. You were on mute.
I think that's the first time in
I'm a professional, Jono. I know when to unmute and when to mute.
400-something episodes I've been introduced, not last. What the fuck are you doing?
Where do I start?
You're
You've
fucking
ruined-
this up.
you ruined
We
it.
just started.
Literally over a decade of podcast shows, whatever.
So here's an interesting thought, because we never stop stroking our own dicks about how many dumb shows we've done.
John,
so
introduce
first already
me.
know.
Why would we stop? Why would we stop?
Introduce me again.
1 second. Actually, you know what? No. Tom, what do you say? Tom?
You have to introduce me again.
Study your
And Tom.
Study your math. There we go.
Here's what we're about to do. We're about to study some math, because guess what?
Woo.
I am 39. We've
So
been doing
weird.
this show for something like 13 years. Literally a third of my life. That
Oh no.
is the dumbest thing since whatever other statistic we had in a while.
It's very exciting because I like to do it like when we get to the point where we're like, hey, this show's old enough to drive. This show's old enough to vote. Show's old enough to drink.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
we
really
get that
just
ring.
means that just translates to we're extra old. That's what it goes to.
And we're
I'm
getting
excited
worse
about
at this. It's the
Could you imagine this show driving? DUI after DUI.
Hey, figure out the math when it's a third of my life, Jono.
Well, it depends on how old are you right now?
You don't know? How dare you?
Yeah,
I
you're
thought we were
43.
friends.
You're 42.
Yeah.
69?
Mm-hmm.
69. So let's see, 13. We're going to get to
3
that.
more years.
Nope, that's not the way that works.
That's not bad. Yeah, because every year I get older, that's in one more year of the show. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird math.
Yeah.
It's not
You
that
gotta
bad.
wait till
breaking
you
the
see
mold, breaking the mold.
I did.
Jono.
I saw a mute sign by Joe, and I said, let's move.
Listen,
Move on.
yeah, you know what, Jono? I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You,
I like
what
that
you
is-
just don't understand is that I've always got it under control.
I like
That's
the idea that
extemporaneous.
for some fucking reason you veer toward professionalism instead of just doing it the way like normal, just letting Joe fall on his face in case he didn't unmute.
After all these years, he's like, "Wait, shit, Joe's on mute. I'll throw it to Tom."
What are you talking about? So
Yeah.
weird.
It makes you feel better out, so technically botched the intro because I wasn't looking at my phone for the
Hola,
first time.
amigos.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Wadahala complaining because I wasn't starting. Oh,
Fair enough.
parental guidance for Jono's inevitable bullshit. There we go.
Yeah.
Who are these warnings for? Who's new?
You never know, Tom. You never know.
I would actually.
There's more complaining.
What are we like 2 minutes late?
I mean, it is my. He's not wrong. You know.
We were
Oh,
8
Miss
minutes.
Dovey's here.
Oh, hey, Mr. Stovey.
No,
I guess
she's
it's-
from the
I guess
Boucher's
it's-
European trip.
Also, we should probably start the countdown at 8:27 and a half, and then. start
Yeah,
the
that's
show at
really
8:30.
if we were really professional, that's what we would do.
So you don't start the show by
Yeah,
running
the
into
countdown's
countdown
leading
to
up to
start the
8:30,
show?
not after. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it. I just
Every-
I'd be interested in the
Hey,
debaucherous Euro
It's
trip.
like, hey, everybody, join us at 8:30 for a countdown clock, and then we'll start
My
after that.
show is going to preschool next year.
Our show could kick your show's ass.
Our show's easily in high school. It's a freshman in high school.
No, our show is trying to
13,
figure
it's been
our
held
show's
back.
trying to our show's trying
We're
to
not
figure out
13, guys. We're not 13.
our show's
going.
trying to figure out its body.
And it's also been held back though.
Yeah,
It's
there's
still
is there grass on the field of our show right now? I think so, right?
certain parts.
Yeah,
But we started shaving
the important
early,
ones.
so- Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Our show could be a late bloomer.
Yeah, it seems likely.
Wait, is it 13 years? Is that right?
More than that. We're at like
I can see that
More.
13,
I think we're almost 15 or 16.
I thought we just did the
Not 60.
decade.
What the fuck are you adding?
I don't know.
I'm
What year is
at,
it?
I'm at 16 years in this job. We didn't start.
We're only
when
1
I
year
started this
younger than
job.
Jordan. Whatever Jordan Con's at, we're 1 year less than. That's it. That's how simple
How
it
are
is.
we constantly unable to figure
don't
this
know.
out? And then
Well,
when we
so
do
it's
figure it out,
it
unable to
depends.
remember it.
It depends. That's what it drives me crazy. Like, it's like, do you count the first year as one, or do you count like turning one? Is it like are you turning into age? No, it'd be like that's season one, so that's one. You know what I mean?
Tom?
It's not 0, it's 1, right?
Tom?
It's from the beginning to the end. That's year one. So the first episode is technically part of year one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But at the end of that year, do you turn 2 or are you turning
No,
1?
you turn 1. If you
That's not how TV works, though.
we're not TV, dumbass.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
it is. Yes, it is. We've turned 1, but we're starting season 2.
Yes, I get
Right.
that, but you've turned 1. Fuck me.
So if I was to say how old is that show, you'd be like, well, there's 2 seasons.
Yes, so you would say once the second season was done, 2
Once-
years.
Yes, once the second season's done, 2 years.
I don't know.
I don't know about that. I don't know about counting in years. That's not for me.
It doesn't matter. The point is, Jordan Con's like 15 years old, so we're at least.
What?
No, you were bizarrely you were actually correct about that. It
What?
was
I know.
2009
Yeah,
it
we're at
started,
least
so we-
14.
What Jordan
we
Con are
are
we on?
14.
I just
So,
said 15 or 16 or something. I don't know. That's why I said
it's
15 or
14.
16 for us. I don't remember what it is.
We're
It's
all
14.
using computers right now.
Yeah. If only
We
there
started
were
in
ways.
2011.
No, we started in 2010. God damn it!
Oh yeah, that's right. We started in 2010.
Jesus Christ!
Listen, I don't know things.
That's
Not
so we're,
TV
what,
shows are 2 years old in their 3rd season. Yeah, I know, Glenn.
13 and a half,
Not my
14,
wheels.
something like that.
All right, boys.
Can you
I threw it
imagine
out there
watching
for the
this for your
audience as
first
a
episode?
Q&A, but
Yeah.
Mr. Stovey, this is riveting. It is.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you remember when you got pubes?
Oh god.
Oh,
Since somebody asked, is there grass in the field? I don't remember that.
I have no
I remember the first time I
recollection.
thought I had dark hair on my knees. Ends up, I didn't, and I still don't. My hair is still blonde. So that was
You
very.
didn't have dark hair on your knees. You just have bruises.
Yeah. You know what's that was from? Sucking dick.
Fucking dick.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? I have no.
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember when that happened for me.
How would you?
Still
know?
have it.
That's
It's a
weird.
gradual process. It's not like you wake up one day and there's a bush. So, spoiler warning: this episode's going to cover all the fucking books and all the show. This is our episode covering one-on-one on 1 power fights or something like that. Teir List,
Can't,
you know,
just cancel it. Just cancel it. We're not
Cancel.
doing it
it's canceled. One-on-one, 1 power fight. It's not even one-on-one. It's just anything that's not a giant fight. Not a giant battle. That is.
No giant battle. That's it. And
tonight. It's
kind
3-1.
Yeah, one-on-one, 1 power. That's what I
You
said.
know what
Yeah.
that means? But you know what 3-1s means?
2?
threesome.
I don't know. I thought you might. I don't.
All right.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I just like it's like 1-1-1-1-1-1 power.
What are we doing?
If you kind of squint and look at your title card, it looks like the intro to like a morning show.
This one?
1-1-1-1-1 power.
And it's only
99
8
X.
years.
Oh man, let's just get this started. Tom, give us something to do. Give us
Oh,
something
do
to
number
talk about.
4. Do number 4. That's S tier if I've ever seen it.
It's not even one of them.
You can't
The
ruin
joke.
the joke instantly. God damn it.
All right, everything's a ripoff of Harry Potter. We all understand this, but isn't this one of the most epic one power fights you've ever seen?
It's incredible.
So we're
After
at the
random
Ministry of
Matt,
Magic.
Karen, and Egwene, like they leave the Ministry of Magic. They've broken all the
Yeah.
globes. Like seriously,
Yeah, Ministry of Magic, and like shit's shattering, and like the fountain turns
All
into
men's
shards of
property.
glass or something.
Yeah.
Dumbledore turns into sand. It looks amazing. It's visually spectacular.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
they
one-
crushed that in the
just-
book and the movie.
Yeah, just S tier, right?
Harry Althor's on the ground with Voldemort kind of taking over his body briefly. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's incredible the way that they were able to translate the Wheel of Time to film, like so faithfully and do it so well.
perfectly. So
You know who it was?
Some
Christopher
people
Columbus.
say it's
Really?
hard. Some people say it's impossible, but it's not actually. Like it's been
Yeah.
done. We've seen it done well. Like
we have.
this
yeah.
is a great example. Way to go, Wheel of Time.
By the way, comment section. Feel free to give us your best one power fight because we obviously
Yeah,
have
'cause
5 empty spots at the bottom.
Also 3 empty
S
hosts.
tier done. All right, moving on to the
S tier.
actual Wheel of Time. I
What?
mean, moving on to the next Wheel of Time entry.
To number 8.
All right, Leandrin versus Nynaeve. Tom, this is from the show. This is I don't know, it's season 2. They're in the kitchens. They
That's
start
when it
fighting
should
or
be.
something. It's actually very
Yeah.
reminiscent of like in the books when Siwan's teaching them on the way down and she's trying to fuck with Nynaeve for a block. Like she
Oh.
throws Nynaeve up against the wall.
Fuck.
Nynaeve kind of rages against her for a second and then kind of gives up because she's like, fuck, you got me. It's pretty awesome scene, actually.
I think this is an amazing scene.
Yeah,
in
if
the
it was
book.
Siwan and Nynaeve on a boat ride down from Faldara, I would have been like, this is fucking spectacular. But it was randomly Leandrin and randomly Tarfalon.
I don't hate the idea behind it.
It's good. I like it. Yeah.
It's not. But I do hate the. I do hate the changes, obviously, but at the same time, I would watch the shit out of that Wild Man Wilds.
It's got well-turned calves.
Yeah. But I don't
Dumbledore,
enjoy
I don't know about Luca.
the change for change. Well, I don't know if it's change for change sake. I don't know things. But like how if you'd actually tried to follow a little more of what the fuck the story originally went versus what the changes they want to make were. And I get that changes have to happen. All right, fair enough. We'll start there. But I'll give it an E.
Wow, gross.
An E. Okay. I'd give it an E only because it's a fast scene and there's really nothing to it. It is really cool to see them using the one power for 5 seconds, but
yeah,
it's not F tier. It's cool. It's a cool scene.
I'm F.
All right, E beats F.
What about the
Like to add Rand versus
original-
Asmodean. Didn't I not put that? I thought I did. All right, I'll add it.
We
Well,
may
we-
have purposely avoided because
Yeah.
even though it's only 1-on-1, that's a giant battle where everything breaks.
We had originally said no
Mhm.
finales. We were avoiding Doom as well, and the last.
Yeah, but that's a
and
big
stuff like
battle.
that.
I don't know. I'd give the Rand versus Asmodean is just as good as Samuel or
Well,
Robin.
I mean, if you want to get,
think
yeah,
it's
if you want to
fine.
go there.
I think it's fine. We can talk about it as a huge battle later again, but I think it's fine.
I mean, do we have Rand versus Robin?
Yep.
I'm not reading all the entries.
You don't have to. All right. I already answered your question.
Man, I want to do a jokey one, but
Well, there are no jokey ones.
Yeah, there's 15.
some. Do 14.
Okay. Matt versus the Aes Sedai.
We don't have a good way to label this. It's just that
Yeah.
Matt sick. Fighting the Aes
It's
Sedai.
it's Matt's dagger sickness versus the Aes Sedai healing it. Was that what you're saying? Yeah. Okay.
So
I mean,
we're
it's an
talking
incredible
about
scene. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
early book 3. He's on the table in the basement, that kind of thing, where they're channeling in a circle through the fucking Sangreal, and he's lifting up, yelling curses at them in the old tongue and all
Yes.
that shit.
It's freaking amazing.
F tier. No, I'm sorry. S tier. Fucking one of the most.
Yeah, you're right. God damn,
and
that's
that
bad.
begins.
The more you
the
talked
most-
about it, the more I was like, it's not even really a fight, and I still think it's a fight.
Oh wow! All right.
I don't know. I would do A, but what do you have to say, Tom?
I mean, I think it's a great scene. I don't know if I'd qualify it all the way for this category, so it'd probably be A or B it.
All right.
In
Or
fairness, we'll go with A because it shouldn't have been really a fight at all.
Yeah,
But
it's fair.
Yeah, but it's okay. I like it.
how did this
All right.
sneak in there? God damn it, Joe.
Tom put it in there. Tom put it in there.
I have a quick question going forward. Because we're constantly like, I don't know if it fits the category. If we start the show and it's on the list, can we throw that argument out from now on, or are we going to keep it?
Keep it. Keep the argument. Because
Keep
there's
the
going to be so
argument?
many
All right.
times when we're drunk later in like 20 minutes where we're just like, that doesn't fucking fit.
Oh, Glenn said Nini versus. That's number one, Glenn. Olmog. It just says Olmog because I couldn't write the whole name.
That's the one everybody.
Olmog
thinks
is our
of,
our touching name from Mogidia because we're old friends.
And Moggs. That's not right.
Rima versus Damane in the show. Okay. Oh, Andrew was.
I need to watch this show sober because I don't.
So we should have a secret word like they had in Pee Wee's Playhouse or something. If somebody says it, everyone just freaks out and just play like a special graphic and go crazy. But it's different for every episode.
Someone mentions the show and just go ah. And we Pee Wee Herman it, and there's like a dumpster on fire, and then like people are running around screaming, and then we all sit back down like nothing happened.
Yeah, I sent you a text. I sent you a text for one. Let's do 18.
18 Rand versus Bilal. This is this is. I mean, it's a pretty good fight.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not gonna see it best on this.
It's interesting because like the lead up to it, right? This is Rand, obviously the end of book 3 coming down. You think he's gonna like the whole thing's about Kalendor, you assume, and he's gonna fight Bilal. And this could not be less of a fight about Bilal, really.
No,
like,
yeah, it's really not.
It's not even like the apex fight that happens in this fucking chapter. There's 2 other things happen.
But
Not good for Bilal. So
I want to be Diamond Dread.
He kept wanting Rand to touch it.
It's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
yeah.
did you ever see that Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis and Matthew Serra? He just keeps grabbing his arm and trying to put it on his thigh. So it's the most awkward thing I've ever seen.
He's good. My favorite was when he was talking to Brad, or he was talking to what's the guy in Mad Men? What's the guy's name?
John Hamm.
Yeah, John Hamm. He was talking to John Hamm. And he goes, Bradley Cooper just wrote A Star Is Born. Do you think that opens the door for other beautiful idiots to write screenplays or something? It's always the best. It's my favorite Between Two Ferns question by a mile.
C.
What'd you say? C?
Yeah.
All right, I'm with you on that. It's
still Rand. Yeah. It's still some 1 power fight. It's also some just dueling.
Yeah, I won't argue it.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I haven't mentally glossed over that fight in my head and just gone straight to Moraine killing him. Do 22. Let's get that out of here.
Jono, you have to field this one.
So this is Moraine versus Mirian at the end of New Spring. There's 2 fights going on. One with Lan versus what's his name with an R. And then Moraine versus Mirian. She is, of course, at the time was supposed to be like one of the most wholesome Aes Sedai, that kind of thing. But this is like her first real fight with Black Ajah, if I remember correctly. It's a good fight. Yeah. It's a one-on-one. It shows how strong she is, and of course, this woman was stronger than Moraine, I believe, at the time. I'd give it B. Apparently, didn't mean too much to you.
B.
B.
I can't go that high.
Yeah. See, Tom. You're not selling it for me at all, Jono.
Yeah.
All right. So right now, so this is just after Lan has banged his his lover.
Don't try to
is this fucking news spring?
Yeah.
Yes.
D.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm good with D, honestly.
All right. Sorry, Jono.
You giving that one step above show stuff?
I
Yeah,
like
well, that show
like-
one was cool.
Well, I'm furious. Show stuff's on E. New Spring is like I enjoy it, but I still don't find it entirely like.
If Lewis tries to take the
memorable.
power from Rand, does that count?
Oh, it's on the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on there. It's on there. It's straight.
There should be 30 different versions. String Flame, yes.
Andrew versus
Yeah.
Time. Tom, you put this. Is that what you're talking about, or because I put Ashima on number 2? That's a separate thing, isn't it? Okay, that one's separate. You're talking about when they get free, right, Tom?
Yeah, when they're in the basement.
Yeah,
or
I think
whatever.
I think that's
Wait,
referencing.
Go ahead and add Andrew versus the belt to 29.
Andrew versus no. Let's put Time. That's good. I like that.
But also Andover's belt is wonderful. And I also want zero
Do Andrew and a belt for 33 pages testing my patient versus my patient.
Or belt. Okay, got it. What's next, boys? Oh, whoops, I moved that down. Sorry.
Do 26.
Do 29.
Wait, 23?
29.
What are we on?
29 is what the world would look like if the Dark One won, Jono.
What the
I'm not sure what to
world
do then.
would look like.
Do
I love that
26.
Joe can't figure out what's just an empty number. And just, wait, what?
No, I'm just waiting for you to actually pick one. I'm just
I
sitting
said
here.
26. I'm going to keep saying
All right,
it
26.
until it happens.
Egwene versus Leandrin. Who said that one?
I don't
So
know.
this is going to be at the end in tier, right? You're
No,
talking
I
about-
meant Egwene's fight with Leandrin was better.
Okay, so this is what we're talking about, the one in tier where she eventually loses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is after they're captured. She's tries to fight Leandrin, and then a couple others come in when she's at Madam what's her name's house, Mother Guenya. Is that what it is?
Yeah, Mother Gonna.
Mother Guanya.
Mother Guenya, which of course I believe was the first line in the Lion King song.
I think it's literally just you're supposed to kind of look at it as a mother hen, but the gi is silent.
Oh, okay. Mother, no.
I just have the Lion King song stuck in my head now.
You think about my bachelor party?
Yeah. That was, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, was that one or was that Circle of
that
Life?
was my bachelor party. Yeah, it's when we had sex with each other.
wait, that
it was
is
a
right.
bachelor party. So yeah, this is a good fight, and then
It's a good
slowly she loses, and then has is this where she gets fork root tea dumped on her?
Yeah, she got fork root tea, didn't she?
I don't think so. Not at first. She also gets the shit kicked out of her too.
Oh, Wadahawk said Gwenya.
Yeah,
Well,
Mother
yeah.
Guenya.
That's what we said. But like,
Gotta meet you up.
I just said the gi is silent. What's wrong with people?
Well, they're not.
Uh, well, they're having a good time in chat right now.
I'm
Egwene
glad.
versus Leandrin. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of all
Hey.
the girls versus Leandrin, right?
But they've already lost one after another, and we only see Egwene's point of view.
Okay.
Oh, okay. What? Didn't we put that on there somewhere else though?
Maybe
Maybe.
we're drunk.
Let's find
don't know.
out.
We'll find out later, I guess.
On tWoTcast.
Yeah, D. I think D.
D. E.
D.
Why are you? Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Wow. I don't know. I like it.
See,
It's a big
See?
theme. Scary. Yeah, see.
All right.
See?
Like worth. That's I might have gone a little higher. I don't really
I
care.
thought you were
about
gonna say
it.
harder for you.
Really?
All right, do number 2. Let's get Angel off the board.
All right. This is when. I mean, you kind of said Taim, but it's really versus the turned Ashaman, right? Like when
Yeah,
he, when he
This is the annoying
saves
part.
Logan.
I do
right?
like this. Yeah, I do like this. This is a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, it's pretty
Is this
cool.
book 13 or 14? I can't
I think
remember.
it's 14. I think it's
It really
early
is-
14.
It really is just like 3 high people sitting around like, why don't you open a gateway to the ocean? And then suddenly somebody calls that person in the middle of the conversation like, hey, will you finish these books? And they're like, fuck yes, I will. Like, what else can we do with gateways? Like,
Oh,
like-
Susan's
and then
syringe.
they're like, and then just like, hey, there's rules for gateways. I'm like, what if it's his talent? Like,
What if
get
it's his
outta
talent?
here.
Then it breaks the rules, Tom.
I know. I was just kidding. It's an F. Stupid. Angel's stupid. So mad.
F, damn. I mean,
That's a little harsh.
I'd put it at
D.
At D, yeah. I was gonna say D.
Fine. I like the scene. I just
Jesus.
I think that's the thing with everything Andrew though, right? Like,
don't like. Yeah.
I love the idea. Like, I love how it's written. It's fun. It's interesting, but at the same time, like, it just feels there's just, again, the Sandersonian, which is totally a word. Like, I can take a magic system.
I mean, it's definitely a word we coined it.
Yeah.
So it's a word.
Twist it by its dick, and next thing you know, you're like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Also,
Yeah,
I hate this.
It's very fan fiction.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if Robert Jordan would have found a cheat in the way to travel like this, he would have not exploited it to make a crazy character that could open gateways to the ocean. He would have been like, oh,
Yeah,
I
of
need
course not.
more rules to block this from
Yeah,
happening.
of course not. Yeah, he would have stopped
Well,
it.
it's the same thing of why Trollocs can't just be moved like in mass, right? That kind of, all of a sudden, what happens if we have the Forsaken now? They can move a billion fucking things. Like, well,
yeah, what if it's special Trollocs that they just invented? That's basically what Andrew is to me.
And he had already put a lot of rules in place for traveling, like, because of that very idea. And then if he would have found ways around those rules, he would have made more rules, not just like, oh, it's going to be
Which
awesome.
one of these is better?
Brandon
Sanderson.
Sanderson's the better
Sanderson by a mile. By a mile.
Yeah.
By a mile.
And that's if a mile was the distance from here to the sun.
It's a long fucking mile. I ran a TED cave the other day, and it was fucking brutal.
Let's do Masana and Alvier number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9?
Number 9.
Number 9? Do they really fight? What's going on with this one? She
I
just
don't know.
gets
She
slapped
just shows
down,
up in a
doesn't she?
room and just makes her fall down. She loses.
Yeah. She loses.
She loses.
I mean,
Okay,
I'll do that. That's a D at worst for me too.
Yeah, this one's not high for me.
I mean, nothing's gonna fall below D for me at this point.
That's not true. What about your T's? Testicles.
I got it. They're high and tight.
All right.
Just sucked up into his abdomen, you know? Yeah, this is, I mean, like, one, I barely remember it, and we're doing a horrible job of remembering.
We're doing a great job of just getting some shit off the board here.
Yeah, we're just clearing shit away.
She just stands in front of her and has like a moon face, and she's like, "Ooh, you do it."
Oh yeah, moon face.
I do remember this. She's got some nephrology issues.
That's nothing to me.
No.
I might as well not even be on here.
Why did this happen? Why is this on here?
There's got to be more that we're not thinking of.
So many. I'm sure there's like 100 in chat.
There's probably 100. Yeah, there's probably 100.
All right, do 12. Do 12 because I don't count this.
What? Why do we keep doing it if we don't count? God damn.
This is a sword fight.
Oh, so
this is this is me skirting the rules of the fight.
We were on the
Commandred uses the one power against Lynn.
Yeah.
He throws shit at him the whole time they're trying to fight. It's like Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. He's just hitting him with like mechanical equipment and Cloud City.
See.
This also is proof that Damage Red, despite wanting to like have a fight, is a giant fucking dick about it. Like,
he's like, oh, that guy can actually kill me. Oh, it's just knock him around a little bit with some rocks
at his back.
Yeah,
just fucking asshole.
Turns at his back. That actually happens in one of these fights.
Well, I didn't rank this.
It's a sleeper for later.
C.
Yeah, I said C.
Oh, you said C? Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're not trashing it. Just it doesn't super qualify.
All right, fine.
Wait,
right. It's better than Masana versus Alviren. It is an epic land moment, but it's technically not supposed to be on here. What did you say, Tom?
Do 16. How did that get on here?
I got on here because it's from the show.
Oh,
He doesn't sword fight him. He just uses the one power and kills them all.
F.
you know
I
what?
thought that one would be funny. It's a sleeper. It sneaks up on you, and you're like, "Is that on here from last time? What is that doing here?"
So,
Oh man.
I'm like 3 times annoyed now.
To be honest, I hate
I still thought it was awesome as fuck, though.
exactly. I may put this at a D. This may be the highest rated show thing ever because
Yeah, I think it's a D for
me.
me too, John.
F.
D it is.
How does 2 D's and an F equal a D?
2 D's and an
No,
F doesn't equal E. That's for sure. It's not enough to
Move-
bring us down.
Move 22, number 2, and number 9 up to C.
Just move everything. Show.
No.
Nothing else will be below a C to me now.
All right,
Indiana Jones did better. I mean, he did.
it's true. Yeah, I mean that is 100% the Indiana Jones just gun to a knife fight thing.
Yeah, it's a good scene. You know,
All right, I gotta pee and get a drink, so do 25.
what's 25?
Ooh, Nynaeve versus Agenor.
All right, so this is in her dream
Testing.
triangle, so it doesn't technically, I'm not dream triangle or testing triangle.
Yeah.
It doesn't technically happen in real life. That doesn't mean the fight isn't cool.
Nor does it mean if she'd lost, she wouldn't have died. Or
And
won,
that's
she still
true. If
would've
she had
died as
lost, she
well.
would be dead. So I mean, that's a fucking fight.
Yep. And also,
Might all
it's a
be in
fight
your
against
head,
her will.
or maybe not. We don't really know how those fucking things work.
Yep. Don't need to.
I fucking love this fight, but you talk. Go ahead.
So it's a wonderful fight. So this is
Mhm.
again, like Joe mentioned, this is the the first testing that we see. This one's for Nynaeve.
Yeah,
I think this is the third and final one.
I think so.
No,
Wait,
no,
no,
it's
it's the
not
last
because
one?
the final.
No.
This is the first one.
Yeah, the
so
last
close
one's
to
the
last.
last one is
Things have
her with
passed.
Lan and the children, right? In the 7 towers, and she
Yeah.
doesn't want to leave, right?
I probably should not have ventured into what I don't do and don't remember.
Almost
But
positive.
anyway, so this is against Agenor, and Agenor,
Yeah.
as we'll see, this part and other parts, rapey as fuck.
Yeah,
as
extra
far as
rapey,
what
that
he's
guy.
got going on.
Well,
and so
it's part of
he's-
the Dark One's 3-pronged plan. I mean, everyone knows that, you know.
And she's been hiding from him, trying to find the way back, which will come but once. Be steadfast. And all of a sudden, she realizes she can fight him one-on-one, which, by the way, is a quick prelude for later things later on in book 4 with old Mog. And she's got Agenor about to kill him, and then all of a sudden the door opens, and it's a real mental struggle to kill something evil that may or may not exist, or just go home. Which I guess in that case,
I wonder if she had killed him, because we know her going through the archway makes her there physically in a way, or whatever the fuck's going on with those things. But I wonder if she had killed him. Well, I guess he was already dead, though.
it's a weird thing. Like, why couldn't she just finish killing him while walking away? But I think that he actually had already climbed behind.
I think that's the
some,
key. It's like
prickly
you're
bushes.
faced with like a hard choice to make, obviously. So like you have to walk away. Like if you stop to do it for even a second, then it's gone behind you.
Yeah.
Anyway, that fight's
So
epic as fuck, and I love it. B.
Yeah, I give that a B. We need to flesh out that hole anyway.
I think it's a solid B.
Yeah,
it might be up there with A, or maybe Matt needs to move down. But that's the first real solid fight we've really covered.
To be honest, Matt probably should move down. Dumbledore versus Voldemort should move up.
Yeah, Voldemort and Dumbledore need to go like off the scale.
Higher. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Where do you want to go next? What did we just do?
Oh, what was that? That was 25. So we're gonna go to the last row. Rand versus Asmodean and well, now that Tom's here, Tom is 27 or 28.
Let's do. Well, Tom will say, "Let's get Andrew off the board." So let's
get Andrew off the board.
Well, also, there's no belt. That was a joke. This is in the actual last battle, I guess, right?
Wait, no. Isn't there a scene where he's carving a belt? Like he's talking about doing all the leather. And
Yeah,
shit?
but that was a joke. I think we're talking about.
That was just like,
Whoever
he
put this
does
up in
fight
chat,
a belt.
forgive me, I already forgot.
I was all in on that scene.
Was you're like, wait, wasn't this really a belt scene? No, this is supposed to be like, well, he said Andrew versus Taim or the Trolloc army, but like that's a big fight, so we left. Like it's the lava fight. But I mean, versus Taim, I think is just they're chasing each other around on the mountainside while the last battle's happening and just fighting each other. Doesn't
I mean,
he
it is cool.
disguise himself as Taim? Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, they all disguise themselves as Black Ash or the evil Ashaman or something, or pretend they're turned and they're like psych.
Turned Ashaman.
Yeah.
Well, because it's Andrel and I don't care, I'm going to put it as a C. But it's not low, it's just not high.
It's a lot of pages.
Again,
a lot of pages on this guy.
Yeah, it's a C.
Too many. All right.
It's a shame that he doesn't get a fair shake, but I'm just like, eh.
He didn't get a fair shake.
It's too many pages on people like Andrel when like I just want to give me more Rand.
I would have preferred more like Fail and Pair and Naval games and like then like what is this? Who is this? Why am I following?
Oh, Overzeer's there.
We could have done anything really besides that much Andrel. Like, he brought in an interesting, fresh point of view, and obviously the whole point of this show is to discuss things we've already discussed. But it was also like it was too much. Like that's the thing. It was too much, and it felt like we had a.
The problem is that he was backed into a corner with like, how does Rand handle the Black Tower in the time I have left? And there's no way to like write that in at that point. I think like he got Robert Jordan sort of backed that. Like he put that off for so long. I feel like almost. There's really nothing. There's nothing I think Sanzo Branzo could have really done other than write something, not have Rand go there, and then make up somebody else and like.
But what if you don't do it at all?
Or make it Logain or somebody like we gave a fuck about. Like if that story was completely centered around Logain, it was like all from his perspective. I've been like, ooh, give me more of that fucking shit. But like,
dude, even Jer Grady would have been worked for me.
Or like are you dissing Andrel? I like Andrel. I just don't want 1,000 pages of him in the last 3 books.
No.
Yeah, that's correct.
I
love that even Jerk Grady. Like, what's wrong with Jerk Grady? What the fuck's that supposed to be about?
I mean, that's the point. There's a million of these random guys. Like,
it's a double disguise as Dreadlord. He is morphed back by Taim back into himself. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was a cool fight. I just don't like. It's just not. I don't know. I mean, in that same. Granted, it's the last battle. There's a million things going on. Way more important
in the last 2 books. We have enough to keep up with. And enough we need.
Andrel feels like fanfic Gary's do. I don't know what that means.
What? Oh no! Yeah, that's right. Number 5.
All right, Matt versus Elaine. Tom, you put this one on here. You want to explain what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's Elaine channeling a Matt for multiple chapters.
Yeah, this is just Elaine fucking with Matt, trying to figure out how the medallion works. Which is funny. That's why I mentioned earlier about poop actually hitting someone's back, because that happens. She throws manure.
Before you rank it, consider that scenes in books are supposed to make you feel, a certain way, and this enraged me to levels that I don't know if I ever felt. Plus, it's hilarious because she throws shit at his back.
It is hilarious. It does make me
kind of high for me.
Fucking irate too. So yeah, there's that. It is kind of high. Is it Nynaeve and Agenor? I'd put that on there with Nynaeve and Agenor.
Yeah, I'll be that. When you watch wrestling and you're just like, man, and you see the bad guy and you fucking hate him so goddamn much. I'm like,
yeah, it's like a Dolores Umbridge situation in Harry Potter.
Comes out all pink on the wrestling ring.
Yeah, fuck it. You know how everyone rips off Harry Potter, right? Johnny, you have a weigh in on that, or are you okay with B?
So just her trying to figure out how to fucking use the or how the properties of the Terrain Grail work.
Yeah.
B.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great with me.
Yeah.
It is a one. It's like you said.
It's just a
perfectly
series of
frustrating.
annoying instances that adds up to me hating Elaine more than I did before, and liking Matt more than ever. And then also, it's funny. It's good.
Ooh, that's hot whiskey. Yeah, that works for me.
All right, 10.
The Neve versus the Shan Chan. All right, so this is Egwene gets collared, and
Oh, okay. Into book 2.
Nynaeve's running through the woods trying to get away and just blasting lightning for the first time.
Wait,
because she just
which-
learned it 10 seconds ago from the Shan Chan, which is fucking amazing.
We're halfway through book 2 because there's
I love
two. I was thinking Egwene
That's
versus
book
the
2.
Shan-Chan.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
book 2.
but this is at Egwene's capture.
Yeah, it's Egwene gets captured, and then Elaine runs one way, and Nynaeve runs another. But she's using the one power like she just saw the Damana use. So it's like she learned how to throw lightning after like 2 seconds. There's not much of a fight. It's just fucking awesome, and I love it.
A tier.
Yeah, I can agree. I'll agree with that.
And this is one of the early.
Oh, and
fucking
she's
fights
angry,
that we
of
see
course.
with. Yeah. Well, yeah. She's a woman. They're often like that. Careful, Waterholic. To me, like, this is really kind of when you're first seeing what the fuck like a one power fight can do, because and that you're seeing it from her point of view versus something else. And it's I guess this is from Min's first to start, but either way, amazing.
Yeah, she's
Absolutely amazing.
awesome.
That's how she's the Hulk.
Scream.
Yeah, that's how she
All right.
turns into the Hulk at will. She's always angry.
All right.
Yeah, A. Okay.
B, I thought we said.
I said
said
A.
B.
All
I
right.
said
I
A.
said A.
All right.
Yeah, fuck
A
you,
is
Tom.
fine. A is fine.
Yeah, fuck you, Tom.
Do 11.
11. Moraine versus Agenor. This is book 1.
This is a book 1 fight.
Hey, you know what? That's high tier for me just because it's terrifying when it's happening.
It is
Every
fucking
time you read
terrifying.
it takes about 3 seconds, but it is scary.
I mean,
So this is
the way they swat those kids away and Lan is fucking horrifying. They're
and
like,
it's not even really a good semblance of how strong they are. Like when you really think about how strong one of the Forsaken is versus Moraine. No offense to her, because Agenor mentions that like if I remember correctly, Rand like right before he runs realizes that Agenor is briefly kind of annoyed that he doesn't just overwhelm her instantly.
Mhm.
That's it. That's how like he's just you put up a fight and then it's done.
Yeah.
Uh,
that in itself is actually really kind of awesome. I think obviously the point there, Robert Jordan was obviously trying to go for like, let's make the Forsaken horrifyingly strong. So like this whole time you've been reading this book and Moraine's like really strong in the one power and teaching him all this stuff, and then you get to the end and he's just like, and that's the end of the fight. And you're like, oh shit.
Also horrifying looking because remember Agenor is just this
a
grizzle
fucking
beyond that this crank
gross.
looking old man.
Screaming when Rand is running away too. That's an A.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The screams afterwards are so fucking like disturbing, and then it's even more disturbing when all of a sudden it goes silent. It's not a good thing. A.
Okay.
Fuck. You know what? Honestly, it may be an S tier because it's so memorable. About
it is memorable. Book 1. I mean, early book stuff is always more memorable than later book stuff. But like,
but think about it from not Harry Potter because that's crazy. But think about it from another original text, Lord of the Rings. Right? Imagine if Dumbledore.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the Goblet of Fire.
Imagine if Gandalf just immediately like got fucking destroyed by something like Saruman. Honestly, like that would be an indelible kind of thing. That's a huge fight.
Yeah.
Of course, in this case,
No, it's
something
F
different.
here though.
Hey,
No, it's not S. It's A. It's A.
all right, fine.
Yeah.
I'll
It's not S.
acquiesce.
It's
I
not
said
fucking.
S first.
Yeah.
Do,
It's not Dumbledore.
Rand fight. Oh, see, like a Balrog or something, Jono, right?
That
A tier.
I did text you that one, right?
Did you give advice, Jono? If you did, I didn't hear it. What the fuck advice from Jono? And then Glenn said, Jono needs to be careful of that. People might end up taking him seriously.
What advice did I give?
I don't know.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I heard you. Hey, got drunk and forgot.
Just let
It
it
was
go.
a solid 2 minutes ago. Who knows what we've said?
That's a great question.
Do 19.
Alrighty.
I'm torn here because it's very frustrating for multiple books, but like when she finally breaks it, it's like fucking incredible.
It's almost
more
Nynaeve
blue ball
versus
than
the one
edging.
power, right? In a way,
It's what?
it's almost Nynaeve versus the one power. I mean, I think it's fucking incredible. I love this scene to death. Like,
But that's
it's
the
one of my
one scene.
favorite.
If like Tom's point is that it's actually like a whole bunch of very annoying scenes leading up to one very
Yeah.
exciting one.
Oh yeah, versus her block, breaking her block is one thing. Is what you're saying, and
Yeah,
versus her block
breaking the
is
block is
a
S tier.
series of frustrating events for books on end. Right? Okay.
Great book. B.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a knave resisting giving into pussy no matter what and just insisting that it be a dick.
Imagine yourself a flower. Fuck you! I'm a
You
thorn
just
bush at best.
have your pillow friends up your ass.
Yeah. You've got a river running of liquid. I
yeah.
don't think so.
All right. So what did we say? B.
Yeah, B. Spread your
All right.
banks.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, well, that versus her block does include her breaking her block, and that
That's true.
if
So
we
got,
had separated that out, or if that was, it would be fucking incredible. A series of unfortunate events sounds like a Roald Dahl book.
That's correct.
Did Roald Dahl write those?
Literally
have no idea. I thought Lemony Snicket wrote those.
Let's do 23 because I feel like it's an easy rank. To me, it's a little below Agenor, but still cool.
Well, I don't know if this is below the Agenor fight.
Wait, what are we doing?
23.
Oh, 23.
Yeah.
Versus Balthamore versus the Greenman. So this is when the Greenman steps in and fucking grows a tree up his ass.
Joe, do you
Right?
picture Swamp Thing every time they mention Green Man?
I do actually. It's got to be, right? He read a lot of Saga of Swamp Thing back in the day, you know.
Balthamar is like the creepiest character. He's just got like a leather mask of like youthfulness. He can't talk. He's just a frozen like grin of insanity.
It's Agenor shows up in the Eye of the World with his gimp and tries, and they are ready to rape everybody. Like,
Agenor is the one talking sexual shit, and Balthamar they're a fucking gross duo. That
it is. It's like the ending of Pulp Fiction, but in a fantasy novel.
I feel like this should have been treated more interestingly.
No, I think it got this
show.
I mean, with all the shit happening and how the fucking end of that book, man. Robert Jordan.
No, I was talking about the show.
I don't know.
The show should have had something with this.
Oh, yeah, that would have been amazing.
But because you can make it fucking
I wish
twisted.
we had seen the Green Man in the show.
RJ definitely wrote in a perverted old man and his gimp coming to rape everybody is like the highest stakes at the end of the first books, right?
Yes, he did.
That makes a lot
and then he tentacle raped that guy and grew a tree and split him in half.
Yeah. He raped the rapist, right?
Oh man, that's up there for
me. You got to do it.
I mean, it's up there. It's up. You said it was below Agenor, but I think it might be.
I didn't say that.
No, well, Tom did.
I think it's equal to I think it's a little less, but
I think it's an A. It's an A.
All right, I think I'm going A. I'm going A on that too, Jono. That was a good one.
Right, so do we want to do Rand versus Asmodean, or do we want to leave that alone because it's alone by itself in that line?
Well, I can give that one that you just gave us, or you gave us a while ago.
Okay. 229. Let's see it.
Could you clarify which collar fight this is?
I mean, just versus the collar in general, I guess.
Book 2, bro.
Just end of book 2.
When you can't lift up a bowl anymore to wash herself.
That's because
she might smash someone over the head with it. I mean, the collar wins.
Yeah, the collar wins.
Very much so.
Not in the end though. Man, wait, hold on. Can we caveat this or tie this in with her being free at the end and just ripping the Sean Chan apart with the one power?
Yeah, of course.
That's one of my favorite scenes of all time.
Oh yeah, that is incredible.
Yeah, that's that becomes S tier real hard.
Yeah, that's S tier real hard.
But still, that's A tier to me too, just because, just like we said with number 11, Murray versus Agnor, just like the way it makes you feel, and even
Oh,
Murray
yeah.
versus their block, like I'm just like, man, that makes that whole. I'm angry the
Versus
whole
the
time.
collar is way worse than the block. I think it's got to be A at least.
I'm more than okay with A.
Right.
Mr.
How about a
Stone, you're right.
reread, and we all do it together. We're all gonna do it
I'm right
together.
there with you.
She can just do a reread. We can do it together because she can just listen to the old episodes. We're already there. We're there for everybody.
Dovey, you can just hop on with us when we start book 4 again. Just read 1 through 3, catch up real quick, and then when we start book 4 again, which we will eventually.
Won't that be weird if we just go chapter by chapter again? What's that going to be like?
I mean,
we already
gonna
did
do
that
it,
for the first 3 for a second time.
We're gonna do it, Tom.
So
we're gonna
right,
rank every chapter.
I almost want to go S with that, but A, I guess.
A, because the whole, I like Tom mentioned, the point is that yes, the actual fucking event when she breaks that and then starts murdering some Shan-Chan is cathartic as fuck. But the shit beforehand is some of the most depressing reading entirely. It's also incredible, but it's depressing as fuck.
Yeah. Glenn said I was wrong. I have toe. Authors Daniel Handler, Lemony Snicket, Brett Helquist. I always thought Snicket was a character in the series. I mean, he is technically in the series. Like, he's the one writing the book about the kids in the book, but he's also the author of the book.
Okay, so real quick, there's only 2 left in each line, and I've kind of done this on purpose. I left all the big ones for the end.
Well, yeah, of course.
Just so I could get to the fact that we're 60% of the way through, and the only S tier is Dumbledore.
You know what? Right as we put that last one at A, I was like, I see what Tom's doing. The only thing in S tier is Dumbledore versus Voldemort.
Let's go automatic S tier number 1 next. That's S.
Side note: the series is a portion of events. I love that show, but the movie, fucking Jim Carrey in that movie is my favorite fucking thing ever. Is when he doesn't know the kids' names and he has them written on the inside of his hands, and he goes, "You must be Klaus." He unfolds his hands all dramatically, and then it shows over his shoulder, and it's like a little scrawling drawing of like a little tiny baby and a girl and a boy, and he like with arrows and their names pointing to each like line, like little stick figure, and he's like Klaus. That's my favorite, one of my favorite fucking things from a movie. What are we doing?
Number 1.
F.
Damn
it.
Oh, number 1 S tier. Number 1 S tier.
Describe this for us, Tom.
I'm not going to describe it. It's an automatic.
Let me help you.
It's easy.
Olmog versus Nynaeve. I mean, it's the best fucking. I think it might be one of my favorite one-power fights.
Yeah.
Of all time.
It's weirdly like unmatched.
All right, so Nynaeve and Megiddo are fighting in Tanchico, and like, they're in the little museum area where they're trying to find the fucking domination bands or whatever they're called.
Just describing it. Jono just wanted to stare off.
I fucking love it. But at my
and so there's a maid in the background
1,000 times on our channel, but like the fucking that. When they're just staring at each other and sweat's beating down their faces and they're like slicing. So every time one of them channels, the other one's slicing a weave. And then a maid walks by and she's like, what the fuck? Like, and it literally, it shows it from her perspective for like a second. And it's just 2 women just staring at each other with sweat dripping down their faces. I'm like, that's fucking hilarious and amazing to me. I don't know.
He was always very good at writing, like, you being surprised somebody's there too. Like, he would always slip in the gray men, like, showing up to a scene, and you're just like, wait a minute, what? Like, I think you realize at the same time as like Perrin or anybody else, you're like, hold on a second. And then the same with Olmog being disguised as Major. It's like,
is this book 4 or 5? I think it's 4. Yeah, 4.
You get a little further, and then you're like, wait a minute, something's wrong.
I mean, yeah, fucking amazing. One of my favorites.
Anyway, that's
it's perfect. This is perfect.
Super S tier for me.
Yes. No doubt.
It's just like, well, one, it's like an intense fight, but like nothing is really happening because they're stopping each other from doing anything.
Our S tier is elite right now.
There's
Good
like
luck,
no
good
destruction.
luck
Really.
breaking into it. I don't know who else
Oh,
could break into S tier.
Well, we'll see.
Dude, number 6.
Oh,
what
Tenchiko
are
and
we
Two
even-
River storylines are so amazing, and then Rand and Matt have an okay story. Yeah, but yeah, that's true.
Hey, I don't know if I agree with. I
I mean,
fully
book
agree
four-
that.
Book 4 is awesome.
Yeah,
in general.
but
Book 4 is
yeah,
my favorite.
everything in book 4 is fucking incredible. You know what we should do? We should get drunk and reread the fucking book. Oh,
Four,
that's our next
4,
plan.
5, 6. Jesus Christ, that is. I love 1, 2, 3, just because that's where
It's easy as
you
A to
start.
C.
Yeah, but goddamn, dude, like he catches fire. Number 6.
7, 8, 9. Also fire.
Mm,
Number 6.
Fire.
Rand versus bechamel sauce.
What are we talking about here?
I mean, there's not much. He runs away, doesn't he?
Does this happen?
I think I may have meant
Jono had
Rand
it on his
versus,
list.
I think I meant Rand versus Agenor. Is
Well,
Agenor?
that's also
Aguilar
on the
versus
list.
Rand
Jeff.
is on the list.
We're gonna.
Oh.
We'll be getting there shortly. So, anyways, C for this scene that never happened.
Let's put it as it's D.
Wait, so technically, the Rand does have a fight versus Balthamol. You already
Yeah, he
have-
runs away.
He
Balthamor's
runs
there.
away.
He gets scared and he runs away.
Yeah, all right.
And Balthamel does not catch him.
Yeah,
That's true. He successfully runs away.
yeah. That's a
He's Cobra Commander the whole way. Like, retreat! And then Balthamel's like, fuck, he's got it. He ran fast.
You guys should definitely double check my work here.
All right, let's put that down here. It doesn't.
Yeah, it's not a great
Why?
fight.
That's F.
How dare you?
Doesn't
That's C,
even-
that's C for me.
I mean, it's not better than Leander versus
What
this.
are you doing?
It's E tier.
I'm with Joe. I'm with
You-
Joe. It's an E. It doesn't exist.
Come on, it
All
doesn't
right.
even exist.
It doesn't exist is a good argument to put a book scene below a TV scene.
Technically, they'd be equivalent because it doesn't fucking. Anyway, next.
Actually, I put a lot of fan fiction above the TV show, which is what it is. 15.
Okay. Oh, sure. All right. We put this on there. And I asked John, I was like, does he channel against them though? And he's like, I don't know.
I don't remember. E.
What are you talking about?
Wait, I don't. So the bubble of evil happens. The mirror shatters. A bunch of little reflection of Rand climb out of all the mirror shards and start crawling all over him and stabbing him with tiny little needle swords.
He channels to absorb them. B.
Yeah, he channels, right? Yeah. Also,
That's
it's an
what I
amazing
thought.
scene.
I
How does he
thought
get
that's what
rid
he
of
did
Rand?
to
How does he get
absorb
rid
him.
of them? He channels, right?
But I can't remember him like stabbing down and then like a
Well, yeah,
What if he
that's
channels?
one. Yeah.
B.
But he channels to get rid of the rest of them. That's why the joke of there being like one like squeaked under the door and ran down the hall, like one being that's where that came from.
Or
Well,
just
then
got
this is
stuck
our
under a
pod.
blanket.
Your mom channels. Oh shit.
Oh, she
Yeah.
does.
Shit, you got
She's
it.
got quite the channel between her legs too. I'll tell you that.
Goddamn.
Oh, my mom. Jesus.
I mean, all of us.
Yes.
We all have the same mom, right?
I'm
All right.
Chris.
Yeah. So yeah. I don't know. C, B?
B, right? Yeah.
It's not A.
It's Tiny Rand. It's great.
I know. Tiny Rand is great. God damn it.
We need work though. to
I'm not
get it
putting
to-
that up there with her collar. And no.
I said
And
B.
tentacle porn's better than Mirror Rand.
You know,
I think he could be up there with Elaine throws a pile of shit into Matt's back. B is fun.
All right, B's
B is
B.
fine.
All right, B.
it's very scientific. That's up there with throwing shit on a man's back.
No, man.
24.
Moraine versus the Shan.
I don't know if I know what we're talking about here.
You don't. You know why? Do you know why, Tom?
F. Why did
It's
you
from
let
the
me light a new-
show.
Why did you let me light a new cigarette? I had to pee before we finish. Could have peed here.
It's when she fights all the ship Shanchan people and breaks Rand free of the one power, then channels a giant dragon to curl around the tower.
Is there a lower tier than F?
No, come on.
Stupidest
That's so
fucking thing
awesome.
I've ever seen.
That's
It's
awesome.
so
You're out of your
fucking
mind.
dumb.
Moraine channeling on that beach looked amazing, and like everything she was doing looked amazing. It was fucking.
I almost.
It's not
fucking
the
threw my
books,
TV
but it was
on the
fucking cool.
ground.
It's an effort, man, and not
This is
just
why-
because
This is why I put this on here.
everything on the show has to go low. It's because it
F
makes
minus.
no
Z.
fucking thank you, String Flame. String Flame may be Tom's burner account apparently. Like the
Oh,
fucking,
Tom, you're a wet blanket.
the goddamn
We're getting
dragon.
rid of Britta. We're
The
getting rid
dragon
of
is
the
the stupidest.
something
fucking
no
thing.
good be.
Fuck
It's
it.
so bad. So dumb.
All
Fuck
right.
it.
Discounting that it's not in the books, I really love that scene. I think it's really cool.
God damn it, that show's a piece of shit.
That's a D for me. At least.
You say a D?
I mean, it's lower than books shit, but it's up
Well,
there.
yeah,
'cause
no
it's awesome.
shit. It's not in the book.
Yeah, Rand versus Turok is on D. Like, I'm thinking Rand versus the Shanchan's on D for me.
What
Fuck
age did
that.
I have
No,
the power to summon a fire dragon and destroy a fleet of ships in the ocean? Fuck
She
off.
doesn't
Thank you.
summon fire dragon. She just cuts them off from blocking Rand, and then she blows the ships up, and then they sink,
ups.
and then they can't block Rand anymore. And then once that's all done, then she just makes a fire dragon to swirl around the tower, because that's the banner of the Dragon Reborn.
You're making me so angry right now.
You're making it worse, I'll be honest. I was willing to go to a D, if you know what I mean.
It's dumber.
We're gonna go E here.
All right.
I'm gonna hatchet murder everybody in the writers' room that thought that was a good idea.
I mean,
They're
not
all
having a dragon
patting
banner,
themselves on the
fucking
back.
dumb. Fire dragon, kind of dumb. Her channeling badass shit and blocking all the Shanchan from stopping
But
Rand from
her
fighting. Awesome.
Strength makes no fuck it all. Next song. Next song, Joe.
17.
Well, I mean, It's
17.
wait, 17, 27, you mean? Wait, what do we
No,
have?
no, 17. We have a.
Oh, we're
mid-row.
on free for all now.
No, we're on mid row that still has 2 for some reason.
Because you went
in
you went
this
one
one.
too far. You took from the last.
All right,
one.
Agenor versus
Well, he
Rand.
didn't go one too
let
far.
me move
I
these down a little
obviously
bit.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
Why don't you move them up?
moving them around.
I'm just moving them down. Let's get rid of that guy, unless someone has a suggestion.
Yeah, please, chat, save us. from ourselves.
Agenor versus Rand. So they actually fight.
Hey, I got this one right.
Yeah.
Not a mind blower though.
Oh, see, Wadaholic said, "I like it, sue me." We will see you, Wadaholic.
Yeah,
Expect,
I'll see you in court, motherfucker. Yeah.
expect some
If you're
litigation
watching
in
the
the
show,
mail.
if you watch it and you like it, you're allowed to.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I'll be, yeah, that's
see?
a
You're welcome to like it. Yeah, see.
I hope so. I want more people to like it because I want them to do more and I want them to have a bigger budget and I want that budget to actually go towards something that I like afterwards.
Glenn said, "I wouldn't
Like-
want everyone
like-
to be as disappointed in the show as I am." I agree.
Yeah. It's not fun. It's funny. It's not fun to not enjoy something.
I liked
That's
the
actually
show for
very
what it is. It's a
tautological.
weird version of what I love.
I am glad that people enjoy it,
Yes, 100%.
especially
Yeah.
people that have never read the books and maybe they read the books. Like that means a lot. Like it's
That
great.
means a lot to me. Fuck yeah, Tom.
But to me personally, I fucking hate it.
I really wish Tom would tell us what he thinks of the show. Yeah. All right, Agenor versus Rand. I don't really remember what happens though.
So
definitely-
literally, Rand runs up a hill really hard after having listened to Moraine get
After he-
screamed.
After he
Scream her
sucked
life
real
out.
hard on the Eye of the World.
Yeah, and then he gets to the top of a hill. Agenor, despite looking like a crazed old man, makes it fairly well. And then they start really kind of doing like the inverse version of that game where you like fill up a balloon, you start sucking it down instead, and it's the life force from the Eye of the World.
Yeah.
And eventually he sucks it fast enough and hard enough, such that Agenor just turns into a balloon and goes, woo!
Oh, it's the battle for the white cord. Oh,
That's
did
exactly
he
right.
floats away
And
like a
what's-
balloon? Like a balloon?
And
like
he
fucking,
severs the cord. Yeah.
Does he cut the black cord going to Agenor? Or is that that's with Balsamon,
That's
right?
with
Yeah.
yes, that's Balsamon. So it's the white cord there.
Okay. Oh yeah, the wrestling for. Oh, I remember now. Okay, yeah. All right, well that's pretty fucking awesome. That's a good scene.
I think it's awesome. Like the only problem is the irrepeatable nature of it. Besides, again, what happens later on. Although there are chords similar to that to a certain degree with Asmodean in book 4, excuse me. Like so that there is kind of like some semblance of that. But other than that, it's kind of
the turning point of the fight, though, like because you were horrified, and then when he like grabs the for the Eye of the World and fights him for it, it's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, S or A for me.
Man, that's easily up there with Olmog versus Nynaeve.
Yeah.
Is it? All right, I'm A or S, and I can't decide.
Well, there's a third person we can ask. That, of course, is the audience because
I hope no
Tom's
one said
piece of
Jerk-a-wrecked.
No one did say Jerk-a-wreck in the chapter that I know of.
You know what's funny? I mean, remember that time that Matt Hatch was on and we were like joking about that? We're like, they said it at least 1,000 times, and he like literally scanned.
He's only 3 or 4.
Yeah, and I was like, what?
In fairness, though,
in real time, he just scanned the PDFs, and it was like, there was like 5, and I was like, 5.
That's still too many for an adult to write and not assume.
Well, I think there's different versions of it. It's like probably jerk and jerked, and I don't know. There's different versions.
Fair enough.
All versus A tier. All right, yeah. That's not S tier for me. That's A tier.
Tom, do you want to opine? Agenor versus Rand.
Should have done.
I don't know. I didn't think it was incredible. I don't know if I'd give it an A, but I'm not going to argue against it.
Good enough. Okay. Sounds like you're not going to argue against it, bitch.
Go ahead.
Now we go this way.
Go ahead. Pit 30 at C tier.
It's really not that good.
Yeah,
I'm saving 30 for someone who wants to add one from the audience, Tom.
It's better than things that are on the TV show. Let's do 13. Let's talk about it for a second. It's A tier to me.
Okay.
And all right, so Robin is everything Doyle Millar wishes he could be.
Yeah, that's true.
And the battle is incredible. He kills Matt and Avienda. The fight is cool.
We're not talking about the battle. We're just talking about Rand and Matt versus Robin and the one power. This is, you know why I like this fight? One, Rand is on a rampage because of what happened in the battle, like Tom was just saying. But we
don't talk about the battle.
The fight, but it's his emotional state. But them going in and out of Tel'aran'rhiod is fucking cool. And it's not just one power; it's also World of Dreams shit. I don't know. That's fucking up there, man. It's one of the best fights.
It stays at A tier for me because of the part where Rand's like, "Am I becoming a bear?" Like, all right.
I'm sinking to the floor. Wait, the floor is solid. Ha! Gotcha, Robin.
So there was technically a second part of this one, though, right? And
there is. Oh, should that be third? I couldn't write it all on there.
Okay, so the other part of this, though, is also so it's Rand versus Robin, and also Nynaeve / Moghedien helping Rand versus Robin, because the fight itself is interesting because it's a fight that's very strange. There's only a couple instances where, and I think Samuel does it as well.
What Ahalik just said, and even Moggy dropping in was epic. Also, she's
100%.
not Moggy on our show. She's old Mog. Get it into your heads. Oh, sorry.
But it's not a fight sequence that makes sense. Really, from at first that he runs into the World of Dreams, then runs here and all that, and all the weird shit you can do in the World of Dreams, though, actually has massively important repercussions to a certain extent. Because as we find out later on, especially with Perrin in book 14, is what you believe can make something else happen. And it's almost
this fight's fucking awesome. This is up there, man.
I think it's fantastic.
I think it might be S for me.
And what's actually happening is Rand is fucking losing until
Olmog and Nynaeve?
Huck and Nynaeve show up and just with the hottest fire possible start blowing him up. And then Rand balefires the fuck out of him.
Oh yeah, that's right. They just caused just enough of a distraction for him to get the upper hand.
But you could see his eye melting from the
Yeah,
heat.
when he's burning, it's incredible.
Yeah,
What a fight.
God damn, you're right. Shit.
His eye is
All right.
melting,
That's
but he's
straight
still
up
never
out
mind.
of it.
That's
I take away my becoming a bear.
String flame just an S.
I do dislike that part, but man, that was so good.
It wasn't
I don't.
necessarily a bear.
That book's okay.
It could have been a panda, which is not technically a bear.
Yeah, that's a fucking good fight. Okay. All right.
Wait, is the panda that's a bear? No, koala is not a bear. Pandas are bears. Damn.
Joe,
let's
you sound like Santa Claus from I Think You Could Leave. That's a fucking good gun. I like that gun.
I haven't watched that fight.
I want to shoot that gun.
I want
Do
to
do number 20 because it's kind of a joke. It's kind of serious,
okay.
but kind of a joke.
All right. I was gonna say 21, but they're yeah. Okay. All right, but also, we never get to really see this.
I just read what it was.
Male IEL channelers versus the Blight. They all lose.
They lose every time.
I don't know. Do you think any of them got close enough to spit in his eye?
Briefly.
Maybe one of them.
Yeah, maybe one or two. This did not turn out well for society, though.
You know what? I'm gonna put this at A tier.
Because
I was gonna say B.
I know why Joe's thinking this.
Because of the story Wilson used to tell us.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
I'll allow it.
Yeah, that works. So
this is
Wilson
this is A tier.
Robert Jordan's cousin, the fourth brother of three at Jordan Con, told us like right before, is it book 12 or 13 came out?
Before it was several years in a row. He would like be drunk and forgot he told us, and he would tell us again.
He was
it's
just like he was such a wonderful person, just like telling us like hands on our back, like just so you guys know, there's something in the Blight. We're like,
what does that?
Well, the fuck that means. But I could not be more excited. He's like, there's something with like a big win.
So the thing that he kept referring to after we finally found out was the town or whatever, the city you want to call it in the Blight, where all the male IEL channelers with the filed down teeth and the black veil or the red veils rather, were there, which is fucking awesome. But like, you know, I don't know. He made it sound. He did build it up to make it sound like it was something way huger than that, but it was still really fucking cool.
Absolutely love that.
Yeah. I don't know. Also, and we never get to see one happen, but like the idea of them all doing that is fucking horrifying.
It's one after the other.
Yeah.
How excited are you if you're the guy that does that in the Blight? Like, here comes another one.
Yeah, look at these idiots.
At least, like, wouldn't you like, if you were IEL, wouldn't you like make a town like really close to the Blight and just be like, hey, come here, and if you're really going crazy, then leave. Like that's where they would all gather. So maybe they could all go like 3 at a time or 4 at a time or something. Instead of just
one. That many crazy IEL channelers.
That's true. I guess there's more and more though as like Rand comes closer.
Yeah,
you know,
true.
In the
apparently there's a very significant amount of them though.
Yeah, because there's a good chunk of them up there.
Like
maybe they're all
normal people.
They've
had generations to breed technically, and it's kind of a genetically
they're pure bloods. They don't have any mudbloods.
Yeah.
They don't have any mudbloods in the
Harry Potter. Yeah.
Do you 27? I want to hear. Do you guys like the 27?
If by his eye you mean the eye of any shadow spawn, then yes. The revelation was impactful.
I meant the tip of your dick.
Yeah. I wonder if more got turned or I assume they all got turned because there's at least a good chunk of them in the right.
But
just statistically.
Once you turn 2 or 3, once you turn 2 or 3, how did they resist? You catch them
you got enough dreadlords and like Mirror up there, like easy.
You can fight though. I mean, like the dreadlords, like
they don't know how to use the one power.
No, but they do know how to fight using everything else of their power. Now,
unless they can't. They're bound in air. Captured.
And then, then there has to be 13 dreadlords and 13 Mirror Trial, then yes, obviously that.
And
could
as Tom and
happen.
I are both aware, they would just make an Iceman slide and fucking shove the,
What they should have done was go with cyanide capsules or something.
Oh,
Now,
yeah,
that's smart.
They should
All
all
right,
just
so-
run off a cliff into the ocean like those guys in the Isle of Madmen.
All right,
Oh, like
27.
Lemmings. Lemming Award.
27.
27. Rand versus Asmodean.
Are we talking about the fight at the end of book 4?
Yeah, where they're like rolling around in the dirt trying to get the key. I don't know.
Dude, that fight's awesome.
S tier all the way to the
good.
top.
S tier.
I don't know if it's S tier, but it's awesome.
What are
S
you
tier.
talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't
This
know.
is one of the coolest
Again,
fucking
Jono,
fights.
this is what this is all about. Argue your point, sir. Tell us why it's S tier.
First off, I want to hear why the fuck it's not. I want to hear what the fuck Tom's dick's going on.
I didn't think it was S tier the first time I ever read it, let alone after I learned what Asmodean was after the fact.
Oh yeah, there you go. There's your cyanide capsule, Tom.
Yeah.
Escape one of those. They just have one of those snakes in a little leather case on their belt. Start going crazy, just kill yourself.
How do you not like? This is a battle. For
You know what? The part
this-
I really love about this is that Asmodean runs like a pussy, and then when he
Yeah, how
jumps,
mad Jono is.
when he like leaves the skimming platform, and Rand like jumps through, and it closes, and it cuts the end of his boot heel off. Fucking awesome!
Amazing.
Fucking awesome. There's some really good parts in that fight. But
The
Tom's
entire
right; they are
thing
just rolling around, wrestling over a fucking
over a doll.
over
a
a
foot
doll.
tall doll.
They're just fighting over who gets the Ashkin figure.
They're also fighting over literally half the fucking like strongest
you're right,
sign
it's
grail in the
goddamn
world,
amazing.
Yeah.
which is stronger than Kalendor. They are felling mountains. They are dropping fucking like 3,000.
Yeah, the
plus
fucking
little
Rudian
buildings.
is just like ruined. because
They
they're
are
just
erupting a
ripping it
fountain of
apart.
water. They are destroying Turin Grail, Angreal, Sun Grail. They kill the oldest tree in the fucking world. The whole thing hinges on Rand pulling after being exhausting a little fat man from his pocket, and that's not even his penis. Like the whole thing is incredible. Like from start to finish.
The Rock versus Beethoven is not an incredible fight to me. Like once it gets physical and even Rand's struggling, it's like what's happening here?
Are you
First-
Dobie, are you savoring it like an eelfin?
Or an ale.
Roidian WWE. It is kind of, but that doesn't make it not good.
That makes it amazing.
Yeah, it's
First off,
fucking awesome.
these dumb dicks, both you motherfuckers are the ones who want to have a
Hey, I'm
goddamn,
just I didn't argue. I said A or
wrestling.
S, and you were like S, and I was like, well, tell me why.
I was talking
Okay.
more about the fact that you guys are the ones that want a fucking wrestling thing every year. Here's your
I think
WWE.
Oh, yeah.
An A. It's A.
Wrong.
All right.
Who is Asmodean WWE? What is this? Stone Cold versus Shane McMahon? It's not working.
Yeah, he should have Neneved him.
Man, what if there was a
Showed his tits after he won.
what?
Oh, see, all right, she admits it.
What if we got the license to make comics for like the Wheel of Time, but we just did like ridiculous shit?
They're doing the Great
Like,
Hunt right now, or the Great.
I know,
Conference.
but if we made ridiculous comics, like we had a Nene spin up just called One Punch Lady.
One Punch Lady.
You know what I mean? Just like not.
We can.
I love the idea. Let's do it.
Let's talk to Harriet now. I'm sure
anyway.
she loves us.
Where are we putting this?
I don't know.
S.
I'm going S. Jono's right. It's fucking
Yeah.
amazing.
That's fucking crazy.
He severs
one of
this
the
man
best- it's
from
one of the best
dark
fights.
one. He severs it from the dark one, not from
All
the
right,
source in general. The dark one.
You know, you're not going to convince me. I don't like that fight.
All right.
Congratulations.
I mean, I don't dislike it. I just don't think it's incredible.
It sounds like you dislike it.
It
No,
sounds
it's
like you're
good.
being a real dick.
Well, I mean, I dislike it enough to like, man, really S? Okay.
Hey Tom, you're being a dick for her.
I
You know what
love
a
it
dick's for?
because
Okay.
it's Rand's barely knows how to channel, so there's a lot of desperation in that fight still. It's like it's
Yeah.
before he's like confident Rand, so that's part of it for me for sure. Because there's still like stakes, because like even though he's powerful, he still
Stakes,
kind of
stakes.
doesn't know what it is. Stakes.
I don't know no stakes. Should we just do best traps? Holy shit! I know what we're doing at the end of this year.
What are we doing at the end of this year?
We're doing best traps in
Best traps.
in Home Alone. In Home Alone,
We did that
did we?
in every award show. We did best traps.
No, but just like literally just go through all the different Home Alone.
Okay, all right. I like it.
Oh.
Is one of them you open a closet door and you get bail fired by
No,
Randall?
he means
no one knows about
literally
it
rank. He
until in
means
that
literally rank
encyclopedia?
the traps from Home Alone. I could.
Oh, never mind. In that case, I'm all in.
That's a 7-hour episode.
Oh, we could rip through that.
You know what's stupid? They're all S tier.
No, they're absolutely not. And I'll argue. And you'll find out my arguments at the end of this year.
I hope it's the only one that's S tier is the glue and then the fucking feathers in the face. That's the only one that's S tier.
Oh my god!
shit.
It depends.
John Rantolos versus Freddie Asmodi and Blasi.
Does it make us uncomfortable? Like, is it S tier if it makes us uncomfortable? Man, him stepping on nails on the stairs is S tier to me. I fucking hate it. Maybe he committed suicide.
Him stepping on the nail is S
S-tier.
tier. All right, stop. We're revealing our show later. What are we doing?
7. I already said
7.
they're all S tier. 7.
Rand. Oh, I didn't put verses. Rand Lutheran. That's all you get.
Oh, so we're talking about the entirety of it, right?
I
Yeah,
guess.
basically. You can pick a specific.
So
scene
stretching
of
all the way. Wait,
Lutheran
what does
trying
that
to wreak
entail?
control.
Does that go all the way until Nynaeve heals him of the madness? Kind of.
I
Sure.
mean, maybe.
Or is that like does that go all the way until like he cries on Dragonmount and like the fucking weather goes crazy and Perrin sees him in the world of dreams?
How much do you enjoy Rand fighting Lutheran for control of the power?
Love it.
There you go. That's the question.
I
it's
love
both. I love that part, but I can't stand when Rand Rand in book I think it starts in 8, 9, 10, that kind of where he can barely channel. Like he can't stay on the horse and grab the source without.
Well, that's like
vomiting.
the peak of the frustrating part, but that doesn't mean I don't like it.
I know, but it's like so. I can't tell if this is A. I don't know.
I feel like A.
It's all fun and games until Algorand's manner.
Jesus, yeah, that's true.
No, man, that was cool.
Although that's
was
also
cool.
an amazing scene.
That was so goddamn cool. But they weren't fighting them.
They were just butchering trolls.
Yeah.
Like that was what?
I mean, it starts with
interspace
spaceship Lutheran, obviously.
S tier.
Just whispering. Yeah, that's S tier. That's amazing. When he starts wrestling Rand for the power, I kind of like it and also hate it. So like it's kind of like, do I like hating that? I think I do.
I think this is.
It's
Tom,
frustrating. Well, I'm wondering if it's like a Dolores Umbridge situation where I hate it, but I actually like hating her. Like, do I hate it when he's wrestling Lutheran for the power?
I like it way more than that.
Zoltan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
think Jono, I think you need to take a shit.
I think I'm an A. I'm an A.
Whataholic just said Death Gates, baby. I don't disagree. Death Gates were awesome. That was fucking amazing. Yeah, fuck. Rand versus Lutheran might be S tier.
They're not fighting there.
Yeah, they are.
Lutheran takes control of the power.
Taken control
He does
of
that.
power.
He's the one who does the Death Gates.
Tear it up.
All right. Fuck. Shit.
Looks like it's gonna be time for some vaginal penetration here.
Do 21.
All right. This is kind of a subsection of that, but it's more Kalendor based, right?
That's weird.
God. I didn't read it.
Rand's Army versus Rand.
That's S for me too. I fucking love it.
I do fucking love it.
Yes,
I love my favorite part about it is that fucking what is his name?
Bashir.
Oh, his name is Bashir on this show.
Yeah, but
Bashir tackles him off the horse. Fucking amazing.
He literally says like, "You're killing us, man." Like he uses
Alicia,
the
you're
word
not the
man.
only girl.
Oh, you're
No,
not.
you're not. Yeah.
Um,
It's just an amazingly dark and desperate scene.
Mm.
Everything about that.
yeah, it's really fantastic. Is it S though?
Yes.
Is
Yeah.
it?
I feel like that's the thing. Like, as far as repercussions of the series go, after
yeah.
that, Rand never trusts himself to the same degree.
Yeah, never trust Kalendor. Yeah.
There are a lot of
Never trust
people that are like,
Kalendor, which
"Oh, I
takes
don't like
6 books.
Dark Rand or Crazy Rand." I'm like, "That's
Crazy
I
Rand's
fucking
fucking
love Dark
awesome.
Crazy Rand. It's a
Yeah,
lot of
me
fun.
too. Balls sheared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
All right. I'll agree. Yes, it is.
I think I should stop trying to save like the good ones for last because like we're just like because this one I'm just like S. We don't have to talk about it.
I mean, we don't, but we can. But you're right. It is. This is straight to S tier for me.
This is F.
Oh, you're F.
F
You know why,
tier,
Tom?
yeah.
Trick question. It's from the show. You're a bitch. We're talking about season 2.
Negative.
Going into a game. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, Vampire Landfair.
Just fucking with you. No, we're talking about Red Doorway, Moraine versus Landfair.
I
it's an
love the fact that you can just pull out like actually it's the first one from the show, and all of a sudden just like you
We're
can
talking about when they're about to go into the Waygate, the end of season 2.
and all of a sudden Tom just starts vomiting, just like
yeah, I think Moraine versus Landfair is one of my favorite fucking fights. Are you kidding? We got Skin Balloon Kadir. That's S tier in and of itself.
Yeah.
This has to be the most top-heavy list we've ever had.
Well, it really is actually. Yeah,
it
it's pretty. Well, I think our choices up there make a lot of sense, though. You know,
I don't disagree with it. Yeah, that's
Moraine versus Landfair. I mean, that fucking like which one of you is Avienda is fucking terrifying.
I still remember reading it the first time and like reading and not, like all the way through till like when you get to Rand reading the note from from Moraine and the maidens coming in, like the aftermath of that fucking battle is heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. That's an S tier thing that really the entire series changes on. So yeah, S tier.
I mean, Moraine, like later on, we find out she knows it's coming, like, and she's like, if this happens, then this, and all the letters she writes, and like the fucking Sarang girl she has prepared for that fight, like, just
what an awesome character.
Just so many things about that fight are so fucking good. Landfair's just like unleashed, so she's just lost her mind.
The way she yells, like, what is it? He told me. Like she's just like yelling on top of something. Like, he told me. Just looking insane.
Fucking so good. Yeah, that's up.
And the most noteworthy weave, I think, is just a cone of air to shovel the shitty fire that won't go out from the redstone terrain grill.
Dude, when they fall through the door and it like melts like wax, basically. I remember reading that and going like, huh? And I'd like go back. I like went back and reread it before I kept reading. I was like, "What happened? This is insane."
It feels like time for a reread.
It's almost like we should reread book 4 right now. Suggestion: live show watch with Tom for season.
Oh my god, yes.
I'm not watching it. I don't know how many times I have to say that.
Yes,
Tom,
you are.
Tom, what if we watched it live with you though, so you could just scream and rant like a lunatic while you watched it?
Like you're gonna come to the house?
No, we'll just.
I love that. I love that insult. Look, you're gonna come to the house. Yeah.
If you watched me watch the show, it would be like this.
Oh. Wildaholic said number 30. We got a late entry.
Oh no, I have an entry for 30. Put it at S.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, put it in S.
No, let's see what it is.
It's in S.
No,
30 goes to S?
Yeah, move it to S.
I don't know if this is how this game works.
You tell me what it is.
Well, it's a wild card, so move it to S and just type Charlie Kelly.
It's a wild card. It's a wild card, bitch.
Just type Charlie Kelly.
That's ridiculous. All right, Wadaholic Ozzy wants Egwene versus Masana.
Okay.
I don't remember that fight very well. Tell me more, Wadaholic. Tell me more.
Yeah,
Was it
Masana's
their
just
turn?
so whatever.
Yeah, Masana, I don't know. There's nothing like spectacular about her. She doesn't
By
really ever
by
like.
the time she hit the scene, we were just like, okay.
Well, she hit the
everyone-
scene, but she'd been around for a while. But she hadn't been doing anything other than fucking shit up in the tower. She was just like hiding.
Been
all the time.
around.
Yeah. Everybody was so capable at that point.
Yeah, that's true. All right, Charlie Kelly it is. Okay. Well, that's been how do you spell it? Is it just E? Is it EY?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've literally never read it before. In my
I've
entire
never
life.
seen it written out loud. That's
Yeah.
probably just why.
I don't know what the Charlie Kelly thing is.
He's the wild card, you bitch.
He's allowed. You goddamn bitch.
That's been one-on-one, one-power fights in the Wheel of Time. I don't know if it's. Do we want to move anything? I think we're
No.
good.
Yeah, let's take a look from the top. Let's go from the top down.
Oh, you son of a
Obviously,
bitch.
number 4 doesn't move. That's one of the best fights in the entire Wheel of Time.
That's our OGS.
Omag.
I think it's all good, man. I don't think I need to move anything.
I like that you sound.
I'm pretty
so-
certain. Pretty certain.
so- let's move down to like B then. B and C and D.
I would have moved 27 and 7 if I was being honest, but I'm not gonna fight it.
Where's 27?
27 is Rand versus Luce Theron and Rand versus Asmodean. Nah.
Slow it down. If you
Nah.
read our first 3, they're incredible.
I disagree with you. Well, I don't disagree with you. They are incredible. I disagree with your account that Rand versus Asmodean is not incredible.
Yeah, I could move 7. I
Yeah, 7 I might agree
I could
with.
move 7. I cannot move 27.
I don't think we have to do the. I think every time we're right the first time.
Yeah, we're good. I don't want to question
Yeah.
myself.
If there's anything that sounds like perfection, it's us 3 drunks talking shit.
I
through.
refuse to move something.
Yeah. Hey, was that kind of like a weird rapey thing?
Oh.
Put that higher.
Move us 16
Oliver's
down.
Ears came up with a fantastic one.
Move 16 down. to
Egwene
F.
versus Perrin and Teir List, and then he's like, it's just a weave. That's fucking. That's some Sanzo Branzo shit, but that's up there for me.
That's S tier.
Yeah. That's S tier.
What are we gonna replace Charlie Kelly now?
It was
No.
a wild card.
We'll just leave it. It's fine. We don't need to add it. We just discussed it. Have a good night. Oh, thanks, Glenn. See you later.
So it's
Yeah.
not recorded for the record.
Yeah, I mean it's recorded for the record.
All right.
We did it.
I forgot what show that's from. Where somebody's just like, we've just out newer. I was like, we've talked about this so many times. There is no record. And he's like, then why are we even doing any of this?
No, why are we doing anything? Oh man. All right, good show, boys.
You mean in this? Just like we should take
Yeah,
ourselves
John, that's
out
what
of,
we do at the end of the show.
Oh,
Hashtag
you
parent
said
sex.
good show? I didn't know he wanted to turn it into a bad show. Or we just
Aaron
be
Oh
does.
honest.
no! What a hashtag.
That is a hashtag. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
appropriate.
Whoa, that's hold on. What's he
Very
saying?
bold.
That's not right.
I mean, it kind of does.
It does. That's true.
Kind of agree with it. Kind of agree with it. I mean, I know sucks is a harsh term, but you know.
Blows. So that's tWoTcast for this week. If you have any comments or questions, you can find us somewhere on some things, and Joe or I or no one else
Just
will eventually respond to
comment
things.
below, Jono. That's all I have to say.
That doesn't make sense. There's nothing below me.
Now there is though.
You want to below me?
There's a Ken doll
Go
down
to,
there?
you should go to YouTube.
Oh, yeah, because we look at our YouTube comments 100% of the time.
That's the whole point.
No, it's not.
tWoTcast theme song is brought to you by the one and only Type of Bennington and legendary Andrew Part of Time. Links to all their stuff is below, and we love them.
See, we checked those links.
Every time I'm just like, why do you let him do this?
I don't know.
And then you end up doing it yourself
don't know.
anyway.
And then I wonder why. And then every time John is like, no, I want to keep doing it. I'm like, do you?
We work this bit out every week to perfection, Joe. Just so
Join
you know.
us next episode for more Wheel of Time covering some tier topic lists we haven't thought of yet. I'm Joe. Say goodnight, Jono.
Good night, Jono.
And Tom.
Study your math. We're doing best rapist next week.
Keep
It's
the
just gonna happen.
change, you filthy animals.
Have we not?
Among the first to start, the tWoTcast was so smart to lovingly bash our favorite books. But that was long ago, and now they've grown the show, and now they got us in their hooks. Don't throw coins to these bastards, they need bars of gold at least. Someone please keep them afloat. Now let's listen as they once again ramble through a book. Let's get the fucking quote. One of them is Tom, but he is barely on. Sometimes he calls into the show. Another one is Jono. Is he their joker? Oh no. And Joe, is he the stupid one? Welcome to the tWoTcast. We will share our love for books and all our hate in every episode. We'll entertain you, make you laugh so hard you barely can stand up. That is the tWoTcast code.